Hi everyone, welcome. In today's tutorial I will teach you how to make the cowl dress that I sent yesterday. Now, to achieve this beautiful dress, there are three major measurements that we need. Number one, the shoulder measurement. Number two, the full length of the dress. And number three, the hips measurement. Now we'll be needing the waist measurement as well. It will be later for the opening at the waistline in order to fix your belt. Now the first thing we'll be marking here will be the shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches divided by 2 will give me 8 inches. This is 8 inches. This is the standard measurement. This is 8 inches. The next thing I'll be marking, we don't need any armhole for this dress. So if you are to put armhole, I'll be marking either 9 inches or 10 inches depending on your measurement. But the next thing I'll be marking here will be my waist measurement, which is 17 inches. This is 17 inches here. I mean 17 inches from the shoulder to my waistline is 17 inches. Then from the shoulder to the hips, I'll be using 24 inches. This is 24 inches. Then down to the full length of the dress. Now the first thing I will do, I've already marked the standard measurement of 8 inches here. Then to put shoulder slope, I'll measure out 1 inch from this point. I'll mark out, this is 1 inch. Then I will join it to this point here. This will be my shoulder slope. Okay, I'll mark straight to this point. Okay, we are done with the shoulder slope. The next thing I'll be marking here will be my hip. My hip measurement is 38 inches divided into 4 will give me 9.5 inches. This is 9.5 inches. It's a free dress, so to make it free, I'll be adding, this is 9.5 here. I add 1 inch for the seam allowance. This is 1 inch. Then I'll add extra 3 inches, depending on how free you want it to be. So I will mark, this is 1 inch for seam allowance and another 3 inches. That is 4 plus 9.5 will give us 13.5 inches. What I will do next here is this point here is 13.5 inches. Then I will extend it to the down part of the dress. This is 19.5 inches as well. So what I will do is to join the lines together. So we are done with this part. And now to the armhole side, from this edge now, I'm not measuring from this edge. From this edge, because if you look at the picture very well, it's free. So I will make it 10.5 inches because it will not be tight, it's a bit free. So I'll mark, this is 10.5 inches here. Now to make the cowl, to form the cowl, this is from the hip line. The cowl there did not start exactly from the hips, so I'll go a bit by lower by 3 inches here. So I don't want it to start exactly. If you look at the picture, it didn't start from the hips direct. So lower from this hip here, then I measured 3 inches down from the hips. So the next thing I will do is to curve it straight to this point. So I will just take it straight from this point here. So to this point. Now this is the 11 inches I marked here for the angle. This is the 11 inches here, or 10.5. I use 10.5 here. So this will serve as my armhole here. Now we've gotten this. The next thing now we'll need is to put the opening for the belt. Now this is the waist measurement, which I measured from this point 17 inches. So from this point here, I will now put my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 35. 35 divided into 4 will give me 8.7 inches approximately. So I will put 8.75. So then I will be adding, I'll add 1 inch for the seam allowance, then 2 inches is a free dress. So here, this is where the 2 inches lie. So altogether we are having 3 inches. It's free. So what I will do now, from this point, this is the waist point, I will mark out 2 inches here above and 2 inches below. Now I will put the line, I'll join it together. So altogether we are having 4 inches here. Just measure out how many lengths you want here. I want an opening of 2 inches. This is 2 inches opening. Then I'll curve this to this point. So this is now the opening where I will put, so this place will be cut out for the belt to fit in. So the last thing we are going to now mark before I will then cut it is the neckline. If you look at it, it doesn't have zipper. So I'll be using 4 inches here to make it free, to be easy to remove. I'll mark 4 inches by 4 inches. If you want it to fall on the shoulder very well. So as well, if you want the front, I'll join it together with this. If you want it to, the front and back neckline to be the same, you cut it together. But if you want it to be different, maybe the back side to be higher, what you would do after marking it out, you first of all draw out the front one and cut, because the cloth is cut together. So what you will do then is to draw out the front one, you cut it, then the second one you can now cut it. So now the neckline, the shoulder slants, so here you don't make it to be sharp, you can just curve it for it not to be sharp. So you see how I place the curve, then I cut, now cut this middle side. Okay guys, this is what we are having here. This is the shape. So we can now mark, this is the shoulder, as well the sleeve. This is the body of the dress. This is the hip line. This is the waistline, and this is the neckline. Okay guys, you can see the picture. You place it on your fabric and cut. You place it on your fabric and cut. So while sewing, is important to note this point. This point here, remember, this is the sleeve. When you are sewing, you first of all cut your facing for the neckline. You either turn it with a bias tape, fold it in, or you can cut a facing on it. So now when you are joining, when you are done with the neckline, the next thing is to join the shoulder, the two shoulders together. After joining it, you start from the downside and sew. If you reach here, you stop, because here you're going to put a notch. When you are cutting, make sure you put a notch at this point to differentiate the point, so that whenever you reach here, you stop. And after sewing this side, the next thing you will do, in order to sew this side, if it's not easy for you to fold it in together and sew, because this side should be the last point. After doing, because when you are done with sewing this one, what you will do after sewing it, you now fold the edge, fold it in and sew. The normal folding. Then here, to join this point, you can from inside, just open it up from inside and sew. Just take it, just 3/4 inch is enough for you to sew it. So guys, any question on this, please drop it at the comment section. It's important to know. If you're having any confusion, please let me know. And I want to see your project. I want you to give your own cutting, mark it as how I did my own, and post it at the group, so that I will know whether you understand it or not. Thank you very much.